Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fixing Your House. Today we're going to be working with some Legos to improve your house. So before we get started, as always, we're always worried about safety, so let's put on those safety goggles to keep our eyes all good and intact. Hold on, I gotta blow some dust off real quick. Second of all, of course, you need to wear your gloves. Gloves are important because you don't want to know what can happen to your handsies. Just so you know, guys, my name is Matt, and I'm your shop master. And this is my good friend,
Katrin.
Yep. And she's got years of experience, so if you're worried about her credibility, don't. We're all good here. So, now I guess let's just get started. So, we're going to start with opening up the box here, and yeah, we'll get started. So today we're working with the 12 here, and I got a couple new tools here to help me open it up. Usually when you're opening up boxes, you want to use a screwdriver, little known fact, but screwdrivers are the best tools for opening things. So let's get into it. Looking for the 12. Here it is. You got that? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and open. Yeah, that's where you want to use a screwdriver, kids. And look in there. You got some instructions here and everything. So we're just gonna see, you know, this is why you want to have the proper tools for the job. There's a cat here, which is not a tool. Don't know where that one came from. He's a cutie though. But like I was saying, proper tools for the job, right? So that's why we grab these pliers. You always want to have pliers on hand if you can't reach something. That's basically the only purpose that they have. So here we go. We're gonna reach down in there. And ooh, almost got him. Almost had him. Don't worry, we can. Come on. Ah, finally. Okay. Cool. So now we got ourselves some Legos, and now I'm gonna pass it over to my partner, Katrin, and she's gonna get some of this going for us. Cool.
Alright, so, since Matthew said, we're going to try to open this now. Now, since our motto here at Fix Your House is safety first and always use the proper tool, we're going to use a nice hacksaw for the job. Okay. We're going to need some help. Matthew?
Well, I'm not gloved up, is that okay?
Get your gloves on, man. Safety first. Okay. I'm gonna need you to hold this side of it tight. Make it nice and precise, too.
Hey.
There we go. Alright, so now we're just gonna
Oh, got some more dust.
nice tear. Make sure it's open all the way, and we're just gonna spill all the pieces out. Alright, now I'm gonna turn it back over to Matthew, and he's gonna teach you how to build it.
Okay, so today we're gonna start. Today, what am I talking about? We've been doing this all day already. Okay, anyways, we're gonna start to put together all these little pieces here. As you can see, there's a lot of them, so it's hard to keep it straight. So we're gonna try and clean up our area really quick so we can get rid of this. We can get rid of this and this. And, ooh, some safety equipment. Don't know why someone's not wearing that. Oh, wait.
Safety.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry about that, audience. I just get so wrapped up in fixing things. Ugh. Okay, so remember, audience, it's always important to follow the instructions. If you follow the instructions, then there's less chance of people getting hurt. Remember, the motto is, that's right, safety first. So here we go. It looks like we're gonna start with. Oh. You got it?
There we go.
Nice. Okay. So it looks like. It looks like we're gonna start with one of these little 3 pieces here. And it's always important to measure out so that you know that you have the right piece, right? So we're gonna use the tape measure here, and it looks like it's at about 1 inch, and that's about where you want your 3 pieces to be. So that's how we know we have the right piece. Obviously there's some pieces that are just like unmistakable, like these ones, and this is what we're gonna use next. But as you all know, using the right tool for the job is incredibly important here. So we're gonna kind of just cool. Now we're gonna switch over to our hammer, and let's get cracking with it. So just a nice. No. So just give it a little tappy too. Oh, well, that was less than a tap. But anyways, and then we'll make sure it's on there straight. Sweet. And then we need 2 of those, so we're gonna grab our other one. See that one? Just like the previous one. And we're gonna do the exact same thing with it. So we're gonna put, oh, shoot, dang it, God, dang, sorry about that. Building can be difficult sometimes, and we're just gonna tap, tap, tap. Nicely done, right there. So, after that, we are going to need one of these little gray pieces. And that's just gonna go right on the front. I don't think we're gonna need any special tools for this one because we got plenty of room for error on this one, but look at that. Fits on just nicely, no tools required. Let's see here. Next, I think we're going to need to put together the side pieces. So with the side pieces, of course, we're going to need a 4-piece, but just like the 3-piece, we want to make sure we have the right one. So we're going to use the tape measure here. And yeah, okay. And then we're going to just do a little measure-do. And right at about 1 1/4 inch is where you want it to be. That's where it looks like it is. So we're gonna roll with that piece. So on top of this piece, we're gonna put one of these fancy little pieces. Again, this one probably won't need any special tools. If you're feeling uncomfortable with how you're putting it on, I would suggest a hammer or a wrench of some sort, maybe an Allen wrench. I mean, pretty much anything will do. And then we're gonna need another one of these little gray pieces that we put on earlier. And we're gonna put it right here. And that's in kind of a tricky spot. So I'm gonna ask Katrin to get me an Allen wrench. One of those ones. And we're gonna do our best to put this together. Hey, see, this is why you use the right tool for the job. It was in a difficult to reach place, but we got it where it needed to go. So, right tool as always. For this one, next we're gonna use one of these little slopey pieces. It's the first time we've used one of these in this build, and Gotta angle it correctly. And again, this one should just fit right. Should just fit right on. I don't know why it's not. And always wear gloves, like I said, because angled pieces especially are super sharp and you don't want to hurt yourself. And that's looking beautiful. Oh, shoot. Oh, God. Sweet. Okay. Next. Oof. This is one of the more difficult parts of the build, but we're going to need to put it together yet another miniature part of the thing. Gosh, get the dust off the table! And, okay, so like I said, keeping your materials and all your workplace good and everything, that's important. So this miniature part, we're going to take one of these little brown pieces, and we're just going to snap it right on. Nothing to it. And then we're going to take one of these little circular pieces. Again, it should fit right on, but you always want to make sure it's tightened properly. So we're going to go ahead and do that with this little wrench here. It's got two sides. I prefer to use the circular side because it fits around it better, but you know, we're just gonna make sure it's good. So here we go with our bigger piece. And because we got two big pieces and they're like basically support structures, we're gonna want to use a hammer to make sure they're really fastened on there correctly. So take this hammer, and yep, that looks just about right. So now we have that piece. We're gonna go ahead and put together the other one of those off camera because, you know, I'm assuming you guys are super bored of watching that. And we'll see you once that part's put together.
Alright, so I'm back and I'm gonna show you how to add these three pieces into one. Alright, so you see the first combination we made, remember that? You're gonna take this one and we're gonna use the table for this. Just stick it on there, yeah, make sure it's tight. And then the other one that we did off camera, remember that? We're gonna stick it on the other side. Alright, now we're gonna do the top as seen over here. Right there.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so we're gonna take this big circular piece, you know, and you're gonna take this one, yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna stick it right in the middle. Then we're gonna need the hammer, you know, make sure it's nice and tight. Hammer. Oh yeah. Alright, so you may be wondering, what are all these extra pieces? Well, one of them goes on top. You're gonna take your circular pieces, just stick this on really any side. It can be whatever you want. And then you're gonna stick that right
Do you need a tool?
maybe. Well, you know, trial and error always gets the job done, you know. we're just gonna make sure that's nice and tight on there. And this special blue piece, that's the, just stick that, right on the back here. Oh yeah. Maybe we can we're gonna try this, you know? There we go. All right. There is the final product.
So there you go. There's your final product. And as long as you you followed the instructions, you should be good and have yourself this little trinket. I don't know what it is, but it sure is useful to fixing your home. But maybe you didn't quite follow the instructions correctly and you have some extra pieces left over. What do you do then?
I don't know, Matthew.
Well, you should, because you're my waste disposal specialist.
I do know. Well, you could donate them
And where would I donate them?
to some place that takes extra Lego pieces.
Hey, that's a good idea. I think I'm going to take these extra pieces that we had. I'm trying to get them. These extra pieces that we had and take these ones. Well, no, this is the wide shot. And I'm going to take them to the nearest store that accepts extra Lego pieces. See you in the next episode.